Khamzat is like a brute force computer software for wrestling, but he runs on the same fight software every time. Double leg, ground and pound, system shutdown. And he's doing this against fighters who all use the same old wrestling antivirus. But Dricus is basically malware in human form. He's the Chaos Goblin. You try to run the program, suddenly your takedown ends with a headbutt to your nose, his glove in your ear, and your gas tank empty before you've even opened the second round. And instead of clean control that you're used to, you're stuck in a sweaty judo match with a guy who's trying to knee you with the same leg you're already holding. And now you're not smashing him, you're wondering why you've got a cut on your eyebrow and lactic acid pouring into your arms. Everybody is saying that this fight is a coin flip. This isn't even going to be close. The thing with Khamzat isn't just that he's dangerous early. Everyone knows that. It's how much danger costs him. The harder he tries to finish you in round 1,
Gilbert stuffs the takedowns.
the worse his life gets later.
Give us your thoughts on how it went.
Tough guy, brother. I didn't know he was so tough.
And against Dricus, that cost is going to be brutal. Because we're not talking about the size and strength of a welterweight or a blown up middleweight here. We're talking about a legit, big-framed, 220-pound middleweight champion who can take one hell of a shot and give one right back. Khamzat knows this is a 5-round fight. If he's being told, and everybody is saying, you gotta get Dricus out of there early, because the longer this fight goes, Dricus is gonna win, then Khamzat's walking into the cage already thinking he has to push harder than he ever has before. And when you try to push that hard against a guy who isn't just surviving, but actively making your life miserable in every exchange, that's an expensive way to spend the first 5 minutes. The other thing that we've all seen is that when a fight turns out to be harder or different than a fighter expected, they start to shut down. Their adrenaline spikes, they seem to gas out way quicker, and if there's ever a fight that is likely to go different than what it was expected, it's a DDP Khamzat fight, right? And that change up or difference, I think, actually serves DDP better than it does Khamzat in reality. Because this is where Dricus is different. He's not going to try and calmly survive the storm. That's what everyone else has done, and that's exactly why Khamzat's been able to do his thing without paying the full price. Dricus is the Chaos Goblin. He's not defending the way you're supposed to. You take him down, he's posting on your face and swinging. You lock a body lock, he's giving you knees and cranking your neck. You're trying to advance position, he's randomly blitzing on you or taking you down when there's no reason why he should be.
We don't want to try to get away from his wrestling, we want to him up in his game.
Just ask Sean Strickland, who caught a head clash in their first fight real bad.
Well, you guys, that headbutt kind of fucking sucked, but hey, life is good. On to next. Thank you, everybody.
This isn't a clean, polite 5-minute grappling round. This is Dricus making the first 5 minutes feel like a street fight in a phone booth. None of it is pretty, and none of it is clean, but it all makes you work harder than you want to. And in a fight where cardio is the hidden currency, every one of those moments is swiping Khamzat's cardio credit card. He's never had to grapple with someone who insists on making every second a mini battle, not just the big exchanges. And that's the real danger for Khamzat. It's not just the damage, it's the cumulative weight of having to solve problems that don't exist in the textbook over and over again until your gas tank is screaming for mercy. Look at the fights that Khamzat had with Gilbert Burns and Kamaru Usman, right? Both of those fights, it was a tougher grappling than he expected in the first round. He wasn't able to finish them, and you saw his gas tank deplete really quickly afterwards. I feel like if either of those fights was a 5-round fight, Khamzat probably loses both of them. People say that Khamzat's cardio was actually better than Gilbert's in the 3rd round, and I did go back and watch that fight recently, and he wasn't as faded as I remember him to be, but his actions did get a lot sloppier, and he wasn't shooting or doing any of his dangerous Khamzat stuff, right? And against a guy like DDP, who is just, he does these 4-5 round fights all the time, if you even start to slip, he's going to maul you, he's going to demolish you, right? So I think this is just a bad one for Khamzat, honestly. And that's why I'm going DDP. 4th round finish. Not because he survives the first, but because he loads the implosion meter early, forces Khamzat to fight at a pace he's never dealt with, and by the time round 4 hits, the malware has completely corrupted the system. Let me know what you think in the comments. If you think that Khamzat has a chance to win this, then I'm curious to see how you think that he's going to finish DDP, really. a lot of his other finishes, the Rob one was sort of a weird fluke thing. Like, unless Dricus has the same stuff going on in the front of his teeth. Kevin Holland is like the other, you know, Kevin Holland, Li Jingliang. Like, are we really comparing Dricus's sheer stubbornness and persistence? Are we really going to be doubting that in comparison to Kevin Holland and Li Jingliang, or even putting those in the same realm? I have a feeling that if Rob's front teeth hadn't had that issue, he's not getting finished in that sequence with Khamzat, you know? So tell me where you think I'm wrong. If you like this video, like it, let me know in the comments, and, you know, if you want to see more, then subscribe. I'd love to, all these things help this video get out to more people, and, you know, I'm really trying to build this channel, so I really do appreciate all of you who have taken the time to watch up until right now. See ya!